Good morning, YouTube land. We are brought to you by Turtle Island. Just kidding. We are in Chicago. And we have a more chill day than yesterday. Just gonna go to Starbucks, get some breakfast, head to the gym, grab a smoothie. Probably gonna come back to the hotel, edit today, get some of that work done so I can keep uploading vlogs, things like that. And then we're gonna get some dinner, and then most likely we're going for, well, we are already booked them, but we're going for a tour, a gangster and ghost tour. I wanted to come last year when I was here, but didn't get a chance. So this year I booked it, going for sure tonight. So I'm gonna bring you along on that. So check in with you in a bit. Just got done with a workout. We added back, booked it back. Now we got a 40-ounce smoothie king. This thing's huge. It's like bigger than my head. But slept in today. Went to Starbucks, had a breakfast, went to the gym right after. Got a ghost tour tonight, ghost mob tour tonight. So I'm gonna go back to the hotel and sacrifice some of my life for you beautiful folks out there in YouTube land, so I can keep posting content and YouTubes. I gotta edit a wedding so I can send that over to them. And yeah, it's a humid day here. I think it was supposed to be 40 today, wasn't it? Or that's that tomorrow? 30 today. So that's probably like 85. Humidity is probably about 50 degrees or 50%. Because it's not as humid as Shakopee was. It's gonna be as humid as Shakopee was on Friday, I'm thinking. Yeah, Saturday was really humid. Just because of the lake. We have a big great lake here. Yeah, sacrifice some of my life for you folks out there. I'm gonna enjoy my smoothie and walk along up by the water. Get some more cardio. So check back in with you in a bit. Crossing the bridge.
That's my happiness in one photo. Olympia and Smoothie King. Are you recording? Oops.
Yeah. Looking on TV is our happiness. Crossing the bridge right now. I was trying to ask her what these were called. These little bumps yesterday.
Busters.
She's like, rod busters.
Grizzly.
Rebar.
Grizzly
Something.
busters.
Something. And then I was like, they also, if you don't know what they're called, they also use them on pants. It starts with an R. They're called rivets. Those things are called rivets. Bumps. These bumps right here, they're called rivets. And what they do is they heat them up over a fire, and the one end is to be flat. The one end will be like a mushroom head like this, they'll heat them up over a fire, and then they'll literally toss them wherever they're at, because they're not always where they're bolted up or riveting. This is before bolts. Rivets were used. This is an iron worker fact for all of you, since I'm an iron worker and I have my ticket in it, so I know what I'm talking about here legally. Before they invented bolts, big structural bolts, they'd use rivets. So they would heat them up over a coal fire. There'd be usually the apprentice that would heat them up, and then he would toss them over with tongs to a guy who would catch them in like a little cone thing, usually another journeyman, and they would put it in the hole with a mushroom head on the one end, and then they would use a big rivet buster to hit the one side, and then the other side where it was flat and round, they would use another rivet buster. So they used two rivet busters hitting each other, so they would pound and tighten the steel together. But the thing is, they're good, but they aren't 100% accurate, because when you put two pieces of steel together, 2 or 3, depending on what kind of connection it is, you'll have slop. So when you go to a connection with bolts, you'll tighten them all up, and then that first bolt, depending on how big the iron is, when you go back to that first bolt, it'll actually be loose, even if you tightened it really tight, because the steel will squeeze together and it'll be tight. We call it tight iron. And then you'll go back to your first bolt. You'll actually have to go back and tighten every single bolt that you had already tightened, because that's how much the steel will actually tighten up. So when you do that rivets, the rivets aren't always 100% tight, because you put that first rivet in and it's loose. When you go back to it, it's not as tight. So that's why bolts are more user-friendly, and they're more structurally sound, and you can also change them out. You can take them out. You can take rivets out. You can bust them out and then re-rivet them, but then you gotta do the heating process. Gotta do all that stuff when you can just change a bolt out, loosen it, tighten it back up. So that's a little iron worker story time fact for all you folks out there in YouTube land. And I am a red sealed journeyman iron worker with my ticket, so I do know what I'm talking about, because I actually went to school for that. So enough ranting. We're almost at the hotel now. Walking down the street. We're just walking up here by this abandoned comedy club. It's a pretty cool building, whatever that is. Maybe it's just apartments. Yeah, we're like maybe 2 minutes away from the hotel. Just gotta walk up to Iowa Street and I'm gonna get to editing. So, check you later. So we're going to Zombie Tacos at the Moxie Hotel. Zombie Tacos. Oh, they got Takis. People keep telling me to get these. I don't even know what they are. Hey, look. Hot chili pepper and lime. There's a blue package too. I think there's a blue one.
Do you know what you want?
Yeah, some no onions.
No onion?
Yeah.
2 of them?
Yeah, and then maybe something else. Tabi barbecue chicken. Pickled veg. Any snacks on it?
Wait.
Oh. My bad. Just cut you off.
I'm doing. You got this one?
Don't you got more?
Yeah, there's not one. Just a burrito.
Oh. Maybe we should get a burrito with that instead of 2. I think I might do that.
What? Get a burrito instead of 2 tacos?
Yeah. 1 taco, 1 burrito. No, I want to do that one though.
You want to do... oh, the braised?
Yeah.
The braised one?
Yeah. Delete. Then a zombie taco. Burrito.
Pork? No onions?
Yeah. I'll pick it again. So I'll have it in there.
So 1 taco and burrito.
What do you need? What's that?
Corn.
Oh, corn. Apparently Brooke loves corn. Really loves corn. I sent her mom a video for eating this corn at Little Shell, and she sent me like 5 photos of her, different photos eating corn.
As a baby?
As a baby. So that's how she laughed. Inside joke that you know now of.
Okay, is that everything?
I think that's it, yeah.
Do you want any drinks or anything?
I'll show you when we get to the food. So this is the Moxie Hotel. I went in Seattle. I stayed there before the meetup panel. It's okay. It's kind of weird. Vibes. I don't speak Spanish. Yeah. For here. Yeah. So people think we're Spanish.
Oh.
Yeah. I only speak English. That's my colonized language. I don't speak Spanish. Here. Talking in Spanish. Fine. Just about to sit.
Can I leave my hair now?
Oh, yeah. We're going to sit. So we got options. We can sit on the hands. Sit over there. We can sit here. Let's go look around.
Me?
Yeah. See what else there is. Kind of like a foosball spot. I kind of like this spot over there. Kind of like this spot right here. Got this thingy. I don't know what this thing's called. Computer. Place over there to chill. Arcades. ATM. Bar. Other section seating. This little table here. Yeah, I think this is a good spot to chill and sit and eat some food. Some tacos. That's funny though, thinking I was Mexican. I only speak 1 colonial language. English. For all you that are getting offended about that, Spanish is another colonial language because Spain people are actually white. Mexicans aren't. Mayans and Aztecs are Mexicans and they speak a different language. They were colonized by the Spanish people and that's why they speak Spanish now. Just remember that. Dinner has been served. Burrito, taco, corn, taco. I got a burrito and 1 taco without onions. Gonna chew on that now and eat that before our tour. So we are off to Double D's. Never been to Double D's? but we're gonna try it out. Very first time. Dunkin' Donuts. I've never been here before. Probably gonna get a cold brew. Frozen coffee, what's that?
It's like
Huh?
a ice cap almost.
Oh, ice cap. Like from ice cap like Tim Hortons. Now I'm dead. Let's get a cold brew. So I got a cold brew from Dunkin' Donuts. Horrible experience. The guy working there is just not happy with his job. Not at all. Didn't want to like talk. Stood there for like 3-4 minutes waiting. No one was in there. He's very, very unhappy with his life.
How about the ice thing?
Yeah, tried to. He didn't even speak English that very well. No intentions there either. And so I asked for a cold brew, and then I forgot to ask for lighter ice, so we have a little more coffee. And he had put ice in it, and I said, "Hey, can you do light ice? Just take some ice out." He's like, "Too late. Ice started in there. Should have asked earlier." Just, yeah, not happy with his job. Not a good experience. So we'll see. Maybe I won't go back to Dunkin' Donuts. I'll just keep going to Starbucks. And Brooke can keep going back to Donuts. But I won't go there.
Why in America?
Yeah. It's like, it's kind of like that American attitude. But yeah. Now we're gonna go to our tour. I think we're right here anyways. We're right across the street, like a little early. So I'm gonna go write a review on this Dunkin' Donuts now. We are officially on the tour. She's on YouTube. Yeah. We're on the tour, I think this is a walking tour. I don't know if it's a walking bus tour, but there's a few of them. This one had the best ratings, though. This one had the best reviews. So, yeah. We will check in, see how it goes.
Everybody, welcome to Chicago's Riverwalk. As you can see, pretty popular destination here in Chicago. But back in 1871, it doesn't look anything like this. Back in 1871, Chicago was the fastest growing city in the entire world. This is due to a few reasons, but mainly one. We invented an industry that was budding, soon becomes booming. Does anyone know what that industry was? It's meat. Chicago is one of the largest meat packing and producing industries of all time, right here in the city. So big, in fact, that Chicago gets the nickname Porkopolis. And here in Porkopolis, back in the days before EPA regulations or environmental concerns, those meat packers and producers are going to take all of their leftover pig sludge and guts, and they're going to dump it right here into our beautiful river. And when all those piggy parts sink down to the bottom, they're going to start to decay, and the river gets another nickname, Bubbly Creek. And here on Bubbly Creek, it said there's a constant film of fat and grease all across the top of the water. When it gets cold enough out, those fats and greases are going to harden, and chickens can be seen running back and forth on top of the river. But back in the fall of 1871, it's not nearly cold enough for that, okay? Chicago's experiencing unbelievably and unseasonably hot temperatures. By mid-October, we're ranging somewhere between 85 to 95 degrees every day. It hasn't rained in months, and tar on rooftops all across the city can be seen bubbling and boiling. It's hot, folks, very, very hot. And firefighters all around Chicago are going all around to local officials asking for any assistance they can support. They tell them we need more money, we need more firefighters, we need any support you're willing to give. But city officials, they're not that worried about it. They say you're overreacting, it'll be fine. But firefighters know that this place is a tinderbox about to explode and that disaster could strike at any moment. And one night, in the middle of the night that October, disaster does strike. A barn catches fire in the middle of the night, starts to go up in flames, and that dry Chicago heat's gonna get picked up by the winds. That fire's gonna get picked up by the winds and rain down fire all around Chicago, catching block after block, neighborhood after neighborhood on fire with it. Sooner or later, the entire south side of Chicago is enveloped in flames. Chicagoans, they're smart, and they know the city has a natural barrier against this exact kind of disaster. The river. So what do? They all run to the river, they hop in, they start to swim, they get in boats, they start to row, and they're all making their way towards the lake. But eventually, as that fire continues to spread and spread and spread, it catches the river. And when it catches the river, what happens? The river goes up in flames. All those fats and greases that are sitting on top of the water create a kitchen fire type effect, sending infernos sweeping down the river and taking anybody in the river with it. This also gives the fire an opportunity to do something that Chicagoans didn't think would happen. The fire's gonna jump the river and now continue to burn on the north side, block after block, neighborhood after neighborhood. When it's all said and done, the city of Chicago is absolutely devastated. The fire burns for 24 hours straight. A third of the city is left homeless, and 300 people die, 100 of which die right here in this river. Now, like I said, pretty popular destination here in Chicago, the Riverwalk, especially in the morning. Pretty common place you can find people coming down here to read, write, walk, jog, maybe even contemplate life decisions that led to becoming a tour guide. And it's in those early hours of the morning that sometimes people report seeing bodies floating just beneath the surface of the water. They're of course going to freak out. They're going to call these into Chicago's police. The Chicago police show up to check it out. There's never anything there. This becomes such a common occurrence for Chicago's police that whenever they get these calls, they have to go to the very bottom of today's to-do list. They've got better things to do. Now, that's all to say for you lovely folks. If you're taking any pictures, any videos, you happen to see ghosts splashing around in the background, doing a little freestyle or breaststroke, just one request, folks, and that's please, by all means, tag us, cases are...
We are walking again. Chicago is a good place to walk.
You just let me know. Good spot to stand, like right there. Snap it right there. You're good to go. Let me know. Sorry. All right, well, it might look a little unassuming where we're standing. I assure you that it's not. It's actually the site of one of the most tragic events in Chicago's history, and one that would change the course of American history for decades and decades to come. I welcome you all to Death Valley. Now today, this building behind me is the Nederlander Theater, but in 1903, it's the Iroquois Theater. And in 1903, the Iroquois Theater is a big, big deal. It's brand new, just opened, only 5 weeks old. And they're showing a production of a play called Mr. Bluebeard. And Mr. Bluebeard is said to be this over-the-top musical comedy, said to have the best special effects that people of his day had ever seen. That's pretty exciting news, and that draws in quite the crowd. And on the day of the show in question, it's a sold-out affair. But back then, sold out, a little bit different than it is today. Okay? Back then, sold out if there was a place to eat, if there was a place to sit, whether it be on a lap, in an aisle, hanging off a balcony, you sell that ticket. If there's a place to stand, no matter where it's at in the theater, that's a ticket that you can sell. And that's exactly what these theater owners are going to do. For a theater that's normal capacity, somewhere around 13, maybe 1,400, they're going to pack this place full of over 2,000 people. And if you're going to sell all those tickets, well, you don't want anyone getting in for free, so the theater owners go to the theater's one, only entrance, they're going to close it, they're going to lock it. Upstairs, throughout the theater, you don't want anyone moving around, disturbing the show. So they go throughout the theater and do the same thing to 33 of 36 doors. Then they get the show going. And by all accounts, as the show does get going, things are going great. People are laughing, clapping, cheering, even singing along, having a fantastic time. Now, midway through the show, an electrical fire catches on a curtain backstage, and a small blaze begins to grow and grow and grow. And as the people in the audience see those flames come up and the smoke billow out from behind the stage, what do? They clap, they cheer, they think these are the special effects that they've been promised. And while they're clapping and cheering, they don't realize that they're wasting precious, precious time. Once they realize what's actually going on, all-out chaos ensues inside. They scramble, run, and go to that front door, pushing, 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 crushing anybody in their way, not realizing that not only is the door locked, but it only opens in and not out. Upstairs, people come out to find that these fire escapes above us, every single one of them is broken. Every single one. And they're now trapped upstairs with a fire growing behind them and the hard, hard ground down below. Through those two options, people have to start making some pretty difficult decisions. And that's what they do. They start to jump and jump and jump onto the very ground that you're standing on now. Bodies come cascading down from the upper part of the theater, coming to the ground. And after body hits, well, eventually people start to survive the fall. But it's not because they're a better jumper than the last guy, or they learned how to tuck and roll. It's because they're not landing on the hard, hard ground anymore. They're landing on piles and piles of bodies. When it's all said and done, 600 people die in this fire, making it the deadliest single building fire in U.S. American history. Okay, many of these people, mothers, teachers, and children, all enjoying their holiday break. Now, because this fire is so tragic, some very important changes get made all across the U.S., okay? National fire codes get updated everywhere. Anytime you see a maximum occupancy sign to this day, that's because of this fire. And the world's first push-release emergency exit door is invented by a man who has tickets to this showing, but doesn't show up. Now, Chicago can get very hot here in the summer, pretty noisy too. We're always in Death Alley, there's a pretty cool breeze running through it. It's always a little bit quieter than the rest of the city. Take a moment, thank the ghosts for the break from the heat and the noise and all the advancements that were made because they lost their lives. All right, we're going to our next stop and continue on alcohol right this way.
That is weird. It did feel cooler.
Yeah.
It felt a lot cooler here than normal. As they go up, it's a pretty cool alley. Anything's real cool though. But like it's physically cooler.
Yeah. I felt someone go like this.
Did you?
Yeah.
Really?
I did, yeah.
Just felt someone touch her.
Someone touched my shoulder.
That wasn't me. Just kidding. I could joke too. Show me who touched you. That's a pretty cool tour though, so far. It's been about 45 minutes, I think, maybe? Yeah, 45 minutes we're on the tour now. We're in a lot. Walk around the city. Yeah, pretty interesting stuff. Check in a bit.
are largely Italian. Neighborhood Little Italy here in Chicago, not a part of the original territory. This is instead ruled over by various Sicilian factions. These Sicilian factions, the number one job that you can have.
It's a really nice building. It's like the oldest jazz bar, I guess, around in Chicago. That's really beautiful. Took the stairs up, as you just seen. Yeah, nice, beautiful scene. I'm gonna go up one more flight of steps. See what's up here. It's like nothing around here. Women's washroom. Oh, men's washroom.
Empire room? Is that what you said?
Madison room. And these are hotel rooms because they got little key cards. Other set of stairs. I don't know what it goes to. Goes to the ballroom. I don't know if I'm allowed in here. We're gonna check it out. Wow. This is the ballroom. That's the ballroom. That's pretty neat. Oh, close the doors. We got 5 minutes to get downstairs to the lobby. Check it out. It's a ballroom upstairs.
Huh?
The ballroom.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Is that cool?
Yeah. Wanna go? She's sitting there texting on her phone.
I was watching Preset.
Oh, she's watching Preset. Her puppy. Her puppy's at her cousin's house right now. Having the time of her life. Okay, let's check out the ballroom again. So we are here, right by the news station. And it's right across the street from the historical Chicago theater. We did our ghost tour. It was pretty good. Yeah, it's a good little thing to learn about a bunch of stuff in Chicago. It's pretty humid. We're gonna head back to the hotel now. I think I'm gonna edit some more videos and post them. And yeah, out there at night, just to hang out, get in the room a little early. Wake up early tomorrow. Gonna head up north, back to Canada. Gonna head up Toronto, and then we're gonna head to Rama this weekend. So I'm gonna try and get 2 vlogs. I already got one edited. I gotta upload it now to YouTube. I'm gonna try and edit another one tonight, get it up, so I can get the whole Frog Lake, maybe powwow done, set. Boom, send it to the YouTube, and all you lovely people can watch that, or you've already watched that as I'm recording this. So yeah, this is way past what's going on. But I've been doing pretty good this year, like uploading and sending it and putting it up as I go. I think I'm like 2 weeks behind. Yeah, I'm about 2 weeks behind, 2-3 weeks. That's not bad actually. Just, you know, traveling and seeing the world and then powwowing. Yeah, I think I'm doing pretty good so far. Consistently uploading content. So for all you lovely people out there to tune into my life, yeah, it's really humid here now. It's getting like worse as the night goes on. It's getting hot. It's supposed to be like the next 2 days. It's supposed to get to 105 here, and with that lake being right there, it's gonna get even more humid. So glad we're going back to the hotel now just to chill out. Good morning, YouTube. We are already at Starbucks this morning. Having my meal. I kind of changed it up from oatmeal this morning. I did yesterday too as well. I got the spinach feta egg white wrap with 2 egg whites. And then I'm just going to drink my vanilla protein and my coffee today. It's really humid this morning. It's really humid. Yeah. It's humid. It's probably like Shakopee on Friday level. Not Saturday, but Friday. So muscle milk, coffee, in the coffee, egg white, or spinach feta egg wraps, egg white bites. And then we're gonna eat this real quickly. We're gonna go for a workout, and then we're gonna head on the road to Toronto today. Went to bed kind of late last night, up editing a wedding that I recorded. I got my vlog set up online for 2 weeks from now. Got some content out. So we did some winning this week. I'm gonna put the camera down now and eat breakfast.